for those of you that want to know why his leg is banged up, I forgot how old he was when he was here. It's back. It's the mayor. Thank you very much. Well, next time I will try to grab them on these chairs when they are running, of course. Let's see how we go. But really, today is a great day to be in Brooklyn, as always, and it's a great day to be Italian.
If you can't see the video clearly, just click on Gary's name and press view webcam.
The great city in the world, and Brooklyn is really the great international mall. And what makes this city incredible attractive?
Are we still there? Do you still hear us and see us?
Yes, sir. We have you just fine, Gary.
Great mayor of the city, and we understand how important it is for the international competition, quality of life, enjoy life, having nice parks, having new ideas which are an inspiration from all over the world. All the dignitaries arriving in Italy, I invite them to visit the parks of the city to understand the spirit of public and private partnership.
Okay, this is yours.
How things are made concrete. And of course, to have high quality of life, you have to have fun. You have to enjoy your life.
And make sure it's on wide all the time, which is right.
What the Luna Park is for. And the Luna Park, of course,
Okay.
is by definition a joint venture.
And boys, we're ready to start whenever you are.
Luna is an Italian word.
All yours, Gary.
The place where we have
Here we go.
So that's a great thing to be Italian. Thank you.
In 3, 2, 1.
Of course, to the Italian.
Hey, good morning, everyone. I'm reporting live from the new Luna Park on world-famous Coney Island in Brooklyn on the coast of the Atlantic Ocean. It's reopening today after a 60-some-year hiatus because the original Luna Park burned down, I think it was 68 years ago, something like that. And they decided to reopen it today, Memorial Day weekend, officially getting off today, Friday. And this is the beginning of the summer season here in the United States, traditionally. And I am here with my good friend and historian and poet, Jack Brown, who is also my videographer. And actually, it was your idea, Jack, to come here for the opening of Luna Park to mark the beginning of the summer holiday season.
Well, this is an important revival. The Coney Island area went from 100,000 residents to 50,000, and it saw some really dark times with gangs being evidence and really hard times. And then there was what the Carney game would call a razzle, and there was another real estate squeeze, one of a series over the history of Coney Island, and the former Astroland was purchased from the developer, and they were working 24 hours a day for 7 days a week to get the revival of Luna Park back together, and we're pleased to be here.
Yes, we are pleased to be here, and there was some concern that we may have had rain. As you can see, I am prepared for the rain and wearing my geek gear, but fortunately it is holding off long enough for us to get this webcast off and running. You know, you said that there was a time that people were afraid to come down here to Coney Island despite all the amenities. If you came down to enjoy the free beach, to go to the aquarium, the city aquarium here, you were actually not that long ago taking your life into your own hands because of the gangs. But today the only gang colors you see on Coney Island are blue, and they're worn by the men and women of the NYPD.
Well, that's an interesting way to put it. Hopefully they're the people's gang. Yeah, this is the boardwalk where they wrote the song Under the Boardwalk that the Drifters made so famous, the famous Brooklyn songwriter. And this is the longtime home of fun and the carnival atmosphere, and it's always had one kind of an edge or another. So hopefully be able to maintain some of that spirit when the development proceeds.
Yeah, you know what's really interesting, and we were talking about this before we went to air, in contrast with the Jersey Shore, which is wonderful. We've done many webcasts from down there. I love the Jersey Shore. I live near the Jersey Shore. But the thing is, they got their hands out there for everything. I mean, you can't get there without driving down a toll road, the Garden State Parkway, which is a lovely road, no question about it, but it costs. And then when you get to each of the beaches, you either have to pay to get on the beach or pay for parking, or in most cases pay to get on the beach and pay for parking. To get to Coney Island, Jack Brown, it costs you $2 and change on the subway. Anybody can really afford that. And when you get here, it's free. I mean, of course, you pay to ride the rides, you know, as one would expect. That's not free. This is a commercial enterprise. But to go on the lovely beaches, which are guarded by lifeguards, and to swim in the Atlantic Ocean, you know, it's really a jewel here for the millions of people who live in New York City.
It really is. It's the people's playground, and I think to capture the spirit, there on Sundays, on the weekends, there are a number of activities on the boardwalk. There's places where bands play, there are places where they have like a disco, and there's one gentleman that comes down at least twice a weekend throughout the season. Ooh, it just went out. I need to. For some reason the video is not coming back on.
Yeah, I don't know. That should have not happened. I don't know why it is, but somewhere along the way we're going to figure out why this camera, Boaz and friends, keeps turning itself off.
I think it's coming back.
Here we go. We're back.
And Gary,
you were
if you
saying
could
about
turn away from the sun a bit, that would be good too.
Okay, that'll be fine. Yeah, they want me to stand over here. So, you were saying, Jack, about a guy who comes down here every other weekend or something?
No, he comes down at least often twice a weekend, and he's out there for 3 hours at a stretch. It's karaoke, and he plays all kinds of popular songs. He's in one of those gazebos right on the boardwalk along the beach, and I went up to him because, frankly, the guy kind of looks like a priest. Well, clearly he's not wearing a collar, and he's wearing shorts, dressed for the occasion. But I spoke to him, and he said, "I just want them to have a good time," and I felt that was really poignant and did capture the spirit of people who come out here to have a good time, kind of let their hair down, and people that want to come out and help to provide the good time, and that's crucial.
As you can see here at Luna Park, there are all absolutely brand new rides. Over to the right here is the Happy Swing. A little bit further to the right, the Beach Shack. This is all new stuff. And when we were here, that was like less than a week ago, for our little site survey, Jack Brown.